In this video, I'm going to share with you a tiny Etsy product hack that we used that allowed us to make sales within 24 hours of releasing a brand new product. So before we jump in, let me give you a quick backstory. Right now, we're heading into Q4, depending on when you're watching this. And right now, we are releasing as many products as we can leading up to Q4. And really, our goal is to release one new product per day leading up to Thanksgiving. All right, this way here, we're gonna have a nice catalog of products leading into the season, but also Etsy is gonna give us some of that new product love. What happens here is they are going to see that it's a new product. They're going to also give it a little bit more exposure because it's a new product, and then they're going to be testing that product to see how it does. So we can take advantage of that. So that's the reason why we are launching new products every single day. Now, one little tip for you, if you are thinking to yourself, man, how do you launch so many products? How do you do it so quickly? Well, here's the deal. When you create one new design, we can go ahead and take that design and we can put it on, well, shirts, mugs, we can put it on bags, we can put it on blankets, we can put it on pillows, you name it. We're using Printify right now and we're tapping into their catalog. All right, and that way we can launch multiple products, but we don't have to create new designs every single day. So that's one little bonus tip there for you. Make sure that you're taking all of the work you put into that one design and spreading it out over other products that your customers might want to buy. Okay, so this is where I kind of came in. My wife is more or less the creator, and what I do is more of the marketing. Now, before my wife ever creates a design or ever creates a product, I always want to give her at least a good guess of something that's already selling. Again, another little ninja tip here for you. If you're wondering why you're not making sales, it might be because you did not actually fulfill a search or a request on Etsy from someone searching. So always make sure that you have a little bit of an idea that there's something that you're going to create that's already being searched for. And I'm going to show you an example here in a second on how I did it and really how Etsy gives us this information. But Etsy itself, there's no denying that they're going to give you the information if you know where to look. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So here I'm inside of Etsy, and the very first thing that I do is this right here. All right, now what you're seeing here, you see the little B alongside those numbers. That's a tool that I'm using called Everbee. And it's a really cool tool. They just rolled out a keyword research function here, or at least some numbers. Now, I always tell people when you're looking at a keyword research tool, don't use it as if it is 100% accurate, because most of the time it is not. All right. And a lot of times the search numbers that we're seeing here are just not 100% accurate. It's a cool thing to have, but it's not something that we want to rely on. All right. Now, here's what I did. All right. Let's pretend that all of those numbers alongside that aren't even there. All I want to do here is I want to look at all of these suggestions. So we have hunting, hunting SVG, hunting gifts for men, hunting PNG, hunting gifts, right? So that's typical. That's what you're going to see. And this is a search that would happen if someone was going and typing in hunting, and then they're going to get these suggestions because these are the most popular. Okay, that's a big takeaway I want you to understand, is that when you are looking at the search, Etsy is taking their data from millions of searches and they are putting the ones that are the most frequently searched for in the top to make your life easier. All right, so we can use this to our advantage. And that's what I did. And I'll share with you exactly how I did it here. So let's just say, for example, I just hit the space bar there. I have hunting gifts for men. That's the second one. But here's what I did. And here's the ninja hack. All right, here it is. I went and I started to type in Christmas. And the reason why I did that is I wanted to see, knowing that we have a holiday coming up and I know that people are going to be searching for this, I went ahead and said, let me just go ahead and put in hunting Christmas and see what comes up. So would you look at that? Hunting Christmas ornament. But once again, if you looked at this, you'd be like, that's not that great. It's only 8 monthly searches. Do not decide if you're going to create that product on that. Number one, it's early right now, the time that I'm doing this, and I just don't buy that that's an accurate, 100% accurate number. No disrespect to Everbee or any of the tools out there, but these are going to be estimates, and they will even tell you that, all right? But it's good to get a gauge or get an idea, right? But here's the deal. I didn't look at those numbers. What I looked at was, this is a top search. This is a top search. This is a top search. Now, in a minute, I will show you how I would use Everbee to validate that something is currently selling, or at least that type of item is. But this is what I did. This is all I did. I went in here and did hunting, Christmas, and then let it autofill. It said ornament. So I said, hey, Lisa, you should probably start creating some hunting Christmas ornaments. Now, by the way, she does not sell hunting stuff. I'm just using this as an example to protect our brand. All right. So just understand that all I did was said, hey, Lisa, you should probably start creating hunting ornaments for Christmas. And then guess what she did? She created one and listed it. And within 6 hours, we had our first sale. Within 24 hours, we had 2 more sales. And this is before the Christmas buying season has even begun. So that's all that we did, all right? And that worked, all right? You always want to be thinking about the next holiday. In this case, it's Christmas. What's the one after that? You always want to be a couple months before it, because that is going to help you get inside of the Etsy algorithm. And when the searches start to happen, you're going to be there. Okay, so the next thing I want to share with you is how I go one level deeper. Okay, and that's where you're going to do a little bit more product validation. Okay, so we found out that Christmas ornaments for hunting could be something we would want to sell just because it's showing up in the Etsy top 3. Okay, but what if we want to look at the data? Well, we can use a tool called Everbee. Now, I am an affiliate for them. If you go through my link, you will buy me a cup of coffee, and I love my coffee, by the way. You can head on over to brandcreators.com/Everbee, and you can try it for free. Check it out. You'll get like 10 searches, and you can do exactly what I'm sharing with you right here for free. So check it out. So what I'm going to do next is this here. I'm just going to pull up this page, just like I did, hunting Christmas ornament, and then I'm just going to run the tool. And I'm going to let it tell me. It's going to do 68 listings. It's going to analyze those. All right. It's even going to have the ads in there. So these are ads that are running. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to search this by top sales last month, estimated sales in last month. Okay. So check this out. 184 sales. Okay. This is a personalized hunting gift. Okay. So that's probably not going to be what I'm looking for, but although it will give me an idea if I want to check that out. Okay. I'm not going to do that right now. So what I'm looking for is ornaments. I am looking for the ornaments. These look like ornaments. Okay. So this one here is not an ornament. This one is, so 58 sales, only $8. I probably don't want to look into that one. Okay. This one here, $28. You got my interest. 28 sold, almost one a day. Okay. And $784 in sales. So I may look at that and go, you know what? That's enough for me. I'm going to go ahead and roll this thing out. It'll also let me see what is selling or what type of ornament is selling, which is kind of cool. And I'm just kind of going down the list here. Okay. Now, again, we're early. People aren't probably buying Christmas gifts right now or Christmas ornaments, but to see this early on, I think it's probably telling me it's a good decision to roll one of these out, which I already did this. So again, going back to the beginning, my wife launched some of these ornaments in our niche and immediately within 6 hours sold one. And the other thing I want to say is I looked at the keyword search that was coming in from the tools, and it was only saying like 6 searches. But guess what? We got to search that next day. So what's the chances of it really only being 6 searches? Because right now in real time, that is one of the top searches when you type in hunting Christmas and then let it fill. And that is the big hack. Not just using Etsy as your selling platform, using it as your research tool. Use the auto suggest. If it's coming up in the top 3, there's a good chance people are searching for it, and there's a good chance people are buying it. So there you have it. It worked for us. Maybe it'll work for you. Give it a try. I wanted to share it here in this video. And listen, if you thought this was useful, do me a favor, smash the like button. And also, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and I'd love to hear from you. And if you did like this video, I'm gonna go ahead and put another video right here that you're probably gonna wanna watch next, because that one there, I go over how I'm going to help my wife grow her Etsy shop to 6 figures, $100,000 in sales in the next 12 months. Check it out. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed making it for you, and I'll see you in the next video.